Hello everybody, welcome back to Night Ghost 49. Welcome back to Banished, the Colonial Charter, everything under the sun. We're still working our way up to making our big old city and doing full industry on everything. I'd like to go over a couple comments before we keep going. First, thank you for your comments. A lot of them are very kind and helpful, so I appreciate you guys doing that. One was from Grace, says, always play on a harsh climate. Maybe that's why I get so many tornadoes. I honestly think that's what it is. I don't know for sure, 100%, but I think that's what it is. David also says, can you tin any more veggies or mussels? I hadn't looked at that. We should definitely look at that. I've got the comments up here on the left, so I won't forget them this time as I go through them. And then Andreas, hopefully I'm saying your name correctly. I do apologize if I mess it up. At 8:45 in the last video, another freak accident at the tinnery. Oh my goodness, I didn't know that. And yes, your comment actually reminded me to, the rest of your comment actually reminded me to come and look and see if I had another video up, and I don't. So I'm recording this Saturday night after the live stream. I live streamed for 3.5 hours. We had a ton of fun playing Darkest Dungeon on Twitch. The community, we're just having a blast there. But you know what? I forgot to do this, so I'm going to do it right now. And then Choctaw says, and I'd like to go where the church is. And he says, you know, I don't think this church is wheelchair accessible. I'm going to go with, I don't think so. Good observation. Gathra says, if you want a lot of domesticated animals, clear out an area with the clear all tool. You will get a ton. You can get a ton out of the same place using the clear all tool 1 time per year. I guess it's a bit cheeky, but it can be done. And then she brings up another point, something that I did in my previous series, which actually I didn't know that tip, so thank you for that tip. I don't know if I'm going to use it in the series, but I'd like to share that with you guys if you would like to get domesticated animals. I don't seem to have a problem getting a ton, so it's not too big of a deal. She said, use some of the domesticated animals and get those 5x5 animal pins, the sheep pins for wool, and then there's a couple other ones. They're here in the food section. And right here into animal pins, you can do sheep for wool and leather. You can do animal pins for milk, and they'll give you milk and occasionally leather. And then also egg pins, which will give us eggs and feathers. All 3 of these are freaking awesome. I just haven't used them yet. I think I'm going to this episode. And then, yeah, Craig says those little sheep pins produce a lot. Very true. And we want to make coats, so it actually makes a whole lot of sense. So before we get started, let's go ahead. Jump back over here at the town hall. 392 families, 377 homes. I'm really happy with those numbers. I might build a few more homes, but I think we need to produce more at this point. Because we are overproducing food a little bit. By about 5,000. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Let me take a drink of water. I've been talking for that long amount of time. Voice is a little out of it, so hopefully this will probably be maybe a 20-25 minute episode, unless I forget to look at the time, which I most of the time do, and it's over 30 minutes. And then fuel, we're doing just fine. Iron, we're a little low. We're not purchasing iron. Let's remember that. We are not purchasing iron. And I actually might want to change that a little bit with our industrial supplier. Let me do that real quick, and then we'll come back. So let's go purchase iron. I only want to do 100 because we're producing quite a bit. Now, I do need to keep track of the guys that come in here because I have to order it since I'm ordering other things. Stone, we're purchasing, and we're actually making a decent amount. We use like almost 2,000, but we make about 800. And then same thing with logs. We're purchasing and making some ourselves, so we're okay. Where are the tools? Tools, we're still underproducing, but I think that is starting to curve up again. I guess we could look at the graphs, couldn't we? Tools, it's not going down as drastically, and it may be in a bit of an upswing, but I don't know, probably not. Probably not. I probably need to do more. Yeah, see, leather, wool. Let's get the pins going. We'll let things harvest. We'll let the pins do their thing. I know that we need to get flour and things like that going, so we will do that as well. I think what we'll do is we'll get a few wool pins over here. Let's do 3. And then maybe what I'll do is let's do brick. I'll leave a gap of 1. Okay. Ooh, large windmill, very nice. Oats. Put 2 people there. I'll turn that off. And then let's put a different pin. The milking pin over here with a gap in between where the road is. Okay, we got some kind of infestation. Oh boy. You know, I'm not worried about that. Those are going to harvest and be fine. It's all getting harvested right now anyway, so not going to stress about that. Oh, is this a baker? Oh, let's put 2 people here right now. Hold on. I've got bakers elsewhere, I think. Seven of them. We're just going to keep getting that until it's all cleared. So we're going to get a few more of those. Yeah. Okay, so there's 2 different animal sources. And what we want to do is... I'm trying to think of a little bit more aesthetics. That's one thing I'm not very good at. The Vapa Gaming was very good at. Noble Rambler was better at it than me. I got to get those guys to do another series of something with me. You know what I'm saying? Ah, here we go. So, do you bring iron? You don't. Are we doing orders? We're not doing orders. So there's one set that will just bring whatever and we'll be fine. Alright, so that's going to help a little bit. Wait, do you have pewter? You do, and we purchased it, so I'll dismiss. Yeah, we know the infestation's there. It'll go away. I'm not that worried about it. Alright, so they're building over here. I think I want some chickens. Where's our road? I had a road I just put in here that was going up. Maybe that got interrupted. No, there's a road right there. All right, hold on. I've lost my mind. Chickens, goulet. Oh, I could put it in the middle because there's a little strip of road that goes right in the middle of there. That's kind of funny. I don't know why you do that. Anyway, let's do 1, 2, 3. Let's do 4, and then I will do more wool. I think wool is a little bit more important anyway. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then let's not just hammer on our domesticated animals so much. We'll just be good to go, and these will do their thing. Let's check on our overall supply of oats. Just scroll down here a little bit. Oh, I think we went too far. Nope, we didn't. Onions, oysters. Oats, 55k. I think we're fine. How are we doing on flour, though? Hold on. Flour, 1900? Yeah. So all those bakers that I turned on should be good. There's some jam. There's some sugar. Here's a hardtack baker. We'll put another person on there. Oh, the food limit. Let's change that from a 1 to a 9. So it'll be almost like a... What is that, 1 million? All right. So there we go. There's our pens. Let's reduce the amount of people that are builders by 10. And we'll get a few people doing this. They're going to finish even more of those. Alright, and somebody said, let's see, veggies or mussels. I think that is really good to look at. And that might be under protein for the mussels. So, that's squash, meat, mutton... Oysters. Okay, so we could be tinning some oyster meat as well, which I've got the tidal pools here. I have them in another spot as well, but we could be doing that too. So let's go ahead and build ourselves a tinnery right over here with meat. Yeah, there we go. We could put more homes over here if we need to supply that a bit more. What are you doing, smuggler? What are you bringing in? Pipe tobacco? All right, you know, we're just going to let you... This is the kid that, like, wants to be a rebel, but we're just going to let him do its thing. You're a farmer. Oh, that's right. We had the farm over here that was not done. We were going to do oats. There. There we go. That'll clear up. And then this. Very nice. So we've got all the people here. Is that off center? Oh, it's off center. I don't want to rebuild it though. Oh, it's off center, guys. Why? I done goofed. Ugh. Alright, whatever. Coats? We actually do need coats. Right. We won't have this problem forever. But let's just purchase a handful. Look, this is just ridiculous. It's so we can buy so much with it. 9. There we go. And then we'll just say leave. I bought the cheaper ones just so we can get them distributed. Okay, so this is going to be for oysters, right? That's good. Sorry, my hand's kind of popping and cracking there. Got to keep it limber. Okay, the school is nice. Okay, this one, not fish. We want to do oysters. Is there anything else that we can do? We can actually do mutton and venison, but we're using those for smoke stuff, so not too worried about it. There's... Oh my gosh, my cat's just stampeded up above me. It sounded just... That was crazy. Anyway, we could do chicken and duck. Actually, there's a lot of things that we could do. Seal meat? Oh, I did not see that. We've got the guys going out to sea, and they can get seal meat. I don't think... Yeah, this one's not for orders either. Okay, well, we'll just leave it be. Look at how many stone statues we have. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. So, we're going to have... You're fine. The oysters are doing their thing. I don't know how we're doing on tin, though. So let's check our tin supply. Let's go over here. Let's look at the ore. Let's look at the furnace fuel. Furnace fuel is looking okay. Wait, how are we doing on... I just saw the gold ore. 600 something? That's actually quite a bit. It's unfortunate that doesn't translate out this far out, but you know what? It's gold. It's rare. Makes sense. Where's the 10? 3,000 in the ore? Ooh, the ore is actually a bit lower than I would like it to be. We don't have all the blacksmiths employed. That's part of the reason. Okay, so this is bringing in 10. We'll let that kind of catch up a bit. All right, what are you doing? You're bringing in all kinds of food. I do like that. I feel like we need to make a heck of a lot more ale. I've been supplementing it a bit with, you know, the monastery over here. Where is it? Yeah, making a bit of ale there. 130 is actually pretty good for just that little spot. It's not as efficient, obviously, as an actual brewery, but, you know, it is what it is, right? There's 6 people working there. The governor's house, how are you doing? Bringing in the gold or the silver. Very nice. Okay, anything else I'm missing right now from the comments? Veggies. Any more tinning I can do for veggies? All right, that's a very valid question. Let's go over here and take a look. Squash, eggplant, cabbage, pepper, beets. I could actually be buying all these seeds and start doing them more. There's that. Chilies, I don't think I have those, right? Beans. Do I have beans? Tulips? Tulips? You know, every time I'm like surprised by a food, somebody will comment that they have it in their home country. Oh my gosh. I was just getting ahead of things. Or not even ahead, I was just catching up. Oh my goodness. Alright, that's fine. Everything's perfectly fine. Oh, jeez. Look at all this open land. Yeah, that's where we're going. That is definitely where we're going. I think we're reaching the point, though, where it's like critical mass on a couple things, so I need to make sure we have supplies of like building supplies and whatnot. I need to close off these little subdivision kind of entryway things. Let's just do it harshly, right? Let's not try to line it up with anything. Let's just do it. Here we are. You don't have a road in between here. That's not good. Hello, I need the road. Oh, did I not accept them? I just thought about that. Turn around. Am I right? Yeah, I didn't accept them yet. There's 119. Oh my goodness. That's so many people. Town lodging. Let's do it. The classy town lodging right there. Okay, let's build that. We need to build even more homes. These colonials are kind of nice. I think I should mix in some industry though here. Where's that stockpile I had? 52? That's really not going to be quite enough for the nonsense that we have going on. So why don't we do a little bit of this? Let's unpause. Let's get the specialized warehouses. What am I building here? Oh, right, the lodge. The thing that I literally just placed down. SMRT. You are so smart. Okay. Okay, those are all our specialized things. Why don't we put in some other, like, food stuffs in? Maybe some more bakeries. Let's do, like 2 of those. And then I would actually like some milking barns here. Right by the colonial homes. I think that'll actually be kind of fun. So, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do 2. And then we will also do the dairy parlor behind it. Right there. Right there. Okay. So those are getting built. Bring that back up to 40 builders. That's fine. Meat tinnery is going to be done. We need to put... What mussels we already did. Something else in there. I'll recognize it when we take a look at it. But then I need to just start clearing out all of this stuff. Right? All the food. We might as well start getting all the trees. At least out here. We're going to start putting in some farms. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe how large things have gotten. This is just absolutely insane. And I'm not even building any homes right now. This is the crazy part. Like, I'm just building that lodge. That's not even a set up home section yet. So, are these going to block things? Oh, that sucks. We'll live and learn. It'll be fine. Yeah, like that. We'll put a road right there. And then from here, we'll do a road as well. Okay, what do you have for us? Hey, there's tulip seeds. Herbs, white mulberry. I think we're growing so large that I just need to buy these. We will strive to get the full industry, but I think it's just time for us to buy those. Oh, wait. Pause. What are we doing here? Seal meat. That's right. We'll do that. Unpause. Hopefully you guys aren't too upset about that idea. 50, right? That ought to even it out. Yeah. So tulip, white mulberry seeds, walnuts, and herbs. Herbs will be good because we can actually start doing distilleries and making wine from that, to be honest. Let's go ahead and put in a school over here too. I feel like we're missing out on that. Let's do the big one. The big schoolhouse that we can upgrade. Okay, they can learn about tinnery. They can learn blacksmithing apprenticeship. They can go to this smithy. They can learn how to brew. They can have ecclesiastical studies. So that'll be really fun, right? So let's go over here and we'll do some roads behind this. Very good. All this area is getting cleared. Meat tinnery. Look at you doing your thing. There were tulips and things like that that we could do before, so I want to kind of get those incorporated and maybe start just incorporating that into a whole other industry. I've never messed with tulips. I really don't know. What am I doing? Just do the whole thing. There, just clear it all. Just clear it all. Just to make life a little easier. I know. Well, no, I've got the special warehouses over there. They're getting finished right now. Let me just be patient and chill out. Somebody died in a cave-in. That does suck, actually. Clothing. Gosh, we gotta get the clothing situation in a better spot. But this is going to help right here. All these pins. Not even a full year. It's 78 wool just for that. I forgot how good those things are. Look at all that milk and a bit of leather. More wool. Chickens and feathers. Oh my. Eggs and feathers, excuse me. Not chicken meat, actually. This market could, yes, use even more people. Hopefully we're not straining things out too hard. I could build these mines up here soon just to get things, get people jobs. We don't want them, like, randomly murdering each other, because that actually does happen where people get upset and they just go crazy. There we go. We'll get a couple more people working there. I do need to put in, like, a couple row of homes. Maybe I'll do that right here. This is kind of dead space. Well, I mean, I guess I could... This is industry for the mines over here, but you could say the same thing for this, but that's residential too. Nope, this needs to be, like, mining space. So what we'll do is we can do some more housing here, and then we will do, like, the actual agriculture is maybe over there, you know? So we can mark some more of this to be cleared. This is a big job. There's no joke, no doubt about that. Butter, cheese. Actually, we could do that. We could do this one to do butter, bread, just bread, because it's flour and butter. Wow, my brain does not want to cooperate these days. Let's get two people working the milking barn here. That one's not done. This one's not done either. How are you doing on the tomato soup? Oh my goodness. There's 1,500 tomato soup right there. Get 2 more people working that milking barn and then a couple more in the dairy parlor. We just gonna have some bunch of happy cows. Flour and cheese. We'll do that for cheesy bread. I like to think this area is kind of a nicer part of town, right? I don't want to make super nice areas and then kind of garbage areas, but you know, we want to class up a couple places just to make sure they're looking nice. We could put some gabled homes here to fill in this weird little gap right by the milking barns and stuff. You know what I mean? We're mixing it up. We allow the working class people to aspire to live wherever the heck they want. Oh, that jumps out here, doesn't it? There's a weird little thing going on. That's fine. Now, I always worry about fires and I worry about fuel. If fuel's okay, fires, we want to make sure we're addressing those. So if there's any little spot around here that I can just plop in a well, I sure as heck will. Let's just make that nice and healthy. Only 15 people are without homes. One person is a bit cold, but they seem to have taken care of that situation, so that's good. Okay, let's clear this. This is done. Let's get the road around it. And go out this way. Very nice, okay. And then we can start doing farmland over here. I guess I should probably put in some pastures, huh? No, let's start with farming first. Okay, 10 by 15. We'll do 3 of those. As I tend to continually do. I don't know. I like it. It's uniform. People like some uniformity in their life, right? Let's see, 15. 10 by 15. 10 by 15 there. Maybe let's not do oats this time. We'll do some of the new crops that we brought. I'm pretty excited about that, actually. You know, and we should really do some orchards. One of those things was walnuts that we purchased, so, I mean, there's that. But we should just do more in general. I think they would be good. Now, we talked about 15 by... It was 15 by 15, though, wasn't it? 15 by 10 3 times is 30, and then 2 of these is going to be 30 as well. There we go. That worked out. So, a case of tuberculosis has developed. That is bad. We don't have a hospital around here, do we? Okay, this schoolhouse needs to go to the farmer college, so we're going to upgrade that. And I think I already have a hospital around here. That's the smithy. Why are you off? We were going to test and see if we're catching up. I'm just going to turn it on. We need to make more tools. There's no getting around that. There's the hospital. That's pretty close, actually. I'd like one maybe over here, or maybe just an herb shop to where people can actually come and get some supplies and take care of themselves, you know. I don't know. Maybe we should look at that real quick. Let's see. Medical, an apothecary. We should do that. I'll put you over here, and let's not forget about that. One person's still sick. One person's still pretty darn cold. That's also why we need the coats. I think part of the problem is that we don't have enough coats. The lack of homes is definitely an issue. Let's not act like it's not. But the homes is definitely. Wait, what? What are all these? Are those the domesticated animals? Is that what the boxes are that we're seeing? I think that's what that is, because there's not like an image for that. Oh, Cathra, I think we found them. The mystical domesticated animals. They're majestic. They're here. Where's my stockpile? That's Farmer's College. Where's that random stockpile that I made? Wait. Oh, it's right. No. Where did I put that? No, I decided against it because we've got all of this. Materials, fuel, logs. Oh, that's completely full. Whoops. Stone, iron. Ugh. Can I fit a log storage anywhere? Oh, you can. Let's do it. Are you guys maxed the way you should be? Yeah, you are. How about the dairies? Yep, you are. Now 8 people are sick. Granted, the amount of people that we have, that's a very small percentage of our population. We should be happy about that, but it's still a little nerve-wracking because that number is popping up and down a lot. It went up to 12, it's down to 11. See, gathering fuel, you're not going to the doctor. There you go. Now they're going to the doctor. Visiting the doctor. See, a bunch more people just got sick, but they're really close by. You got to worry about this stuff. You got to make sure your people are healthy and safe and not tinning themselves into things. It's kind of ridiculous. Iron. We're actually kind of running out of that, and that's going to compound our tool situation. Oh, we took a hit there. Are you doing iron? You're doing iron. Can you get 4 people, please, instead of just 2? Thank you. You've got a lot of food. I don't know if we need to buy any more than we currently already are. But I have a lot of domesticated animals. How are you? Are you guys full? They're not even close to full. Holy cow. Let's do it. And then I'm going to go look at the iron situation. We're going to let things build off on the side. They're not going to start working the farms that we set up yet anyway, so not too concerned about it. Somebody did die of tuberculosis, and another person did pass away from tuberculosis. Actually, let's get some canola. That's going to help with our oil production a bit. So for now, am I close to paying? Yeah, okay, we're fine. I was concerned that we weren't going to have enough to pay them, but they're going to have a ship full of domesticated animals. Okay, and there we go. We're still overpaying. Very good. Oats, 1,600. All right, well, we're going to need to back that down a little bit. How about 57? Additional set of units. 59 and overpaying by 50. And I think we can just go 50 here and call it good. Trade. Thank you. Celia the baker. 50-something people are sick. What is happening? Oh no, that's full. Where are they going? They're going here. 60-something people. Are you guys all going to the doctor over here? Whoa, 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 what's going on? I was not watching that, and it looks kind of dangerous. Oh my goodness. Hold the phone. Hold the stinking phone. Okay, let's build that. Let's build that. This is too populated over here. We need more than one facility. Oh, snap. This isn't good. This isn't good. See why I wanted the apothecary? Because then people can be a little bit healthier. Okay, there we go. I need to actually track all the hospitals. Let's build some down here as well. Will that fit right here? It will. Fantastic. Okay, a lot of people are actually kind of passing away from tuberculosis. I wish we could actually track that. That would be an interesting statistic to see how well we're taking care of things. You know what? We probably should not turn on a school right now, because people are just going to contract even more. But you know what? There it is. Walnut. Let's do walnut there. I really wanted to do more to make ale. That's why I actually wanted more orchards, is for that specific reason. Man, more people are dying of tuberculosis. There's only 60-something. People. Healing broth. We're not making wine. Honey, bone meal. We don't have cloth. Seed oil, ginger, and glassware. That might be the best bet. We need to check that industry. Okay. We've got tulips and herbs. Let's do herbs. Let's do a row of herbs, and then we would do a row of tulips. Okay. Finish up, please. And here we'll do walnuts again, and we'll tell them to pick up. Are you done yet? Come on. Can all of these 3 city hospitals get done? I actually just want to pause for a second. Pause myself and let the game get going. Kind of watch the situation. The number is going down. That is good. Tools are not looking that great. We still haven't figured out iron and why it's what it's doing. Okay, somebody else died of tuberculosis. Somebody died of old age, though. That's better than tuberculosis. That's good. 2 people, tulips. Guess that's food. We can can it, though, and apparently make food out of it. Right. I'm gonna go like this around the orchards. What are you out of? Cheese. Alright, that makes sense. I'm not going to stress about that right now. Let's go back to Town Hall. And we will look at the inventory overview and look at iron. We look at furnace fuel as well. Furnace fuel is fine. Iron is obviously low, but our ore's at 5,000. Okay, so we just need more furnaces. But where's the iron located? That's a good question. Stone storage, iron storage. I guess, no, it's the ore. So it's the materials warehouses that we're looking for. Are you okay with 2? Yeah, you're fine with 2. Are you over here? There's 2,000 ore right there. So I think what we need... Probably need more fuel being brought in. No, we've got a decent amount of fuel. See, remember the stone market cart that we grabbed? We could also grab a... I have to remember where they are. There we go. A fuel market cart. Have that start pulling in fuel. Let's keep an eye on that and bring that over here. Okay. Hospitals. 2 of them are finished. Bam, bam. Both of those are open to the public. Let's make sure that people get in there. The epidemic's going down. A handful of people have died, which is incredibly sad, but we're getting a handle on the situation. So that's what's really important. All right, we need... Hey, there's our hardwood guy. Look at you. Nice and steady. I love it. Let's do another forge. Can I fit you over here? Yes, I can. We're going to do iron over here. All the stuff is over here, so we might as well get it closer to this area than anything else. So forge, there's a fuel market. That city hospital is getting done. More people are dying of tuberculosis. Got it down to 9, though. The doctors are getting it taken care of, and a lot of people are probably getting immune. 12. Ugh. Iron is still low. City hospital, perfect. Right next to the Farmers College with 15 students. That's great. Man. Sorry if my energy level's a little bit low. I'm kind of tired, and after that stream I'm just a little pooped. I can't be dealing with tuberculosis epidemics. Really just freaking me out. Wait, what are you? Okay. Why over here? I don't know. Let's see. I guess we could do more homes like right here. Can't do too many more. There we go. There's 4. What do you have? Beans, carrot, wheat seeds? Oh my. We don't have a lot to sell there. I probably shouldn't buy those from this place. I still don't have like flax or anything. It's kind of ridiculous. Iron is still low. Domesticated animals, look at you. How are we doing on domesticated animals? We've doubled. We have literally doubled when I started trading them. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put a couple of things of domesticated animals here. Words are hard. Just like 100. Just 100 domesticated animals right there. Yeah, that'll work. And then we have a little more versatility there. Man, tuberculosis is still going strong. We're going to do tulips here. And then this is still not done with this crop field. We're going to do herbs there, though. Seed oil. Oh no, we were gonna do more mead to sell. So we're gonna have this whole industry. We'll let that go and do its thing for a little bit. These guys are kind of low. I kind of knew they would be. Man, what's with? Bloop, there's a huge population just popped in. Everybody, go to the doctor, please. Quarantine yourselves. Don't be animals. Another person died. A child. Ugh, it's just a video game, but it's sad. What do you have? What do you want? Aqua Vita. I'll dismiss. I don't need those, honestly. I do not need to worry about these things here. What do you make here? You make actual flour for people to eat? Alright, that market's fine. All these getting full. Yeah, they're pretty full. We just had harvest, and they're probably trading some stuff in here, too. Seal meat. Seal meat 6. It's starting to get there. Oysters. That's a ton of food. We are just making a ton of food. This is so good. Alright, what's the verdict? 126 wool a freaking year. That is phenomenal. Good job. And great suggestion. Thank you so much for reminding me of that. I really appreciate it. You guys reminding me that those exist, and I've used them before. I should turn the homes this way, shouldn't I? I think I can fit. No, I can't. There's just weird little jaunts in the road here that we had to do because of the terrain, or I don't know. We'll just do a couple things there. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. 2 people. I want the epidemic to go away. I said it was going to be 25 minutes and we're already 35 stinking minutes in. That's fine. I like you guys. We'll hang out. Alright, well, I think that's it for me today. We made some progress. This is not too bad. We dealt with some epidemics. We haven't completely dealt with the iron situation. Like, let's be real. I haven't actually fully addressed that yet. It needs to be addressed. I'm building stuff to address it. See, fuel in the forge thing over here. I'd like to finish that off. Maybe, all right, I'll wait a second. Let's wait a second. Let's get it employed. Let's get these homes built, right? And we'll be good. I think we're running into situations where these are no longer useful or good. I might kill this one and fill it in, and then we might kill this one too. I'll think about that. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think in the comments too about this section too. Should we just get rid of it at this point? It's causing a couple problems. If we build around it, we saw that in the last series. If we build around those areas, they tend to not work out very well at all. So there's that. Okay, forge, iron, 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. We've got you going. We've got you going. We're keeping up with iron, but we're not keeping up with tools. And I think the iron is part of the issue. I don't think coal is the issue. Because we're making steel tools, right? So charcoal. Actually, that's not completely accurate. We're low on coal. Hold the phone, ladies and gentlemen. We are low on coal. Well, there's coal. I think I need a mine down here. I need a mine right down here, don't I? I do. I need a coal mine. Yep. Iron and coal. Let's build it. Alright, there's a fuel market for the fuel cart that's going to get stuff. So we'll keep an eye on this too. Alright, I gotta be done. Oh, it's getting late. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. See, look, we're still 70 homes off. Bringing in all those nomads. Holy cow. That's nuts. Anyway, thank you all for being here. Let me know what you think in the comments. I really appreciate your input. I appreciate your participating. And I will see you guys next time. Later.